Let's dive into one of the biggest unsolved mysteries in modern science. It's a story about a signal, one that reached our planet from the absolute depths of space. And to this day, we still have no idea what it was.
So, I want you to picture it. The year is 1977. We're launching the Voyager probes out into the unknown, and all of humanity is kind of looking up at the stars with this incredible sense of wonder.
And in that same year, it seems, something looked back. A signal arrived here on Earth, and it was so powerful, so different that for just a moment, scientists thought, this is it. This is first contact.
It lasted for just 72 seconds. That's it. Just a fleeting whisper in the cosmic dark.
And then, it was just gone. No warning, it never repeated. There was just silence. Now, the story of how we found this thing doesn't start with some big dramatic event. It actually begins with the quiet hum of computers on what was supposed to be a totally normal day.
Okay, so you've got this astronomer, Jerry Amon, at the Big Ear Radio Observatory in Ohio. It's August 15th, and he's doing what he always does, going through computer printouts from the telescope. The whole mission was simple, but, huge. Just listen, scan the universe for any sign that we're not alone.
So he's looking over these long sheets of paper, just covered in numbers and letters, and then something completely impossible jumps out at him. A sudden, massive spike in radio intensity, something that just should not have been there.
It was so bizarre, so perfectly structured, and totally unlike anything he'd ever seen before. In this moment of just pure shock, he grabs a red pen, circles the data, and writes his single word in the margin. That word was, wow.
So, to really get why this was such a jaw-dropping moment, we have to talk about what space normally sounds like. See, the universe is full of radio noise from all kinds of natural stuff. But this signal, this was different.
Think of normal cosmic noise from stars and galaxies as being really messy, right? It's spread out all over the place on a wide band of frequencies. But the wow signal was the total opposite. It was clean, it was focused, it was unbelievably precise.
This is what scientists call a narrow-band signal. It's like hearing a single, perfect note playing in the middle of a chaotic storm of static. And here's the thing, nature very, very rarely makes a sound like that. It's basically the signature of technology.
But it wasn't just that it looked artificial. Here's the part that really gives you chills. The frequency it was on, it was a channel scientists had predicted for years would be the perfect, logical, universal frequency to use if you were a civilization trying to say hello across the stars. It was exactly what they'd been hoping to find. Discovering this was absolutely monumental. But what happened next, well, that's what turned this from a discovery into a deep, unsettling mystery. What came next was decades of silence.
I mean, everyone scrambled. They immediately pointed their telescopes right back to that exact same spot in the sky, expecting, or at least hoping, to hear it again. But minutes turned into hours, hours turned into years, and then years turned into decades. Observatories all over the planet joined in the search, and the result was always the same: absolutely nothing. So of course, researchers tried to explain it away. Could it have been one of our own satellites, just reflecting back? They checked. Nope, no known satellite used that frequency. What about a secret military broadcast? They checked the records. Nothing. A bizarre one-off natural event. Well, no known event could explain both the incredible strength and the laser-like precision of the signal. Every single conventional theory, it just failed.
And that's where this story gets really profound. Because when you eliminate every logical explanation, you're left with something that feels illogical. You're left with a very uncomfortable, but very real possibility.
What if this wasn't an accident? What if it wasn't just cosmic static, or a computer glitch, or some secret satellite? What if the signal was intentional? What if it was a message sent on purpose across the unimaginable emptiness of space? We know the general direction it came from, the constellation Sagittarius. And chillingly, it came from a patch of sky near a star system that is remarkably similar to our own sun. The hypothesis that was left on the table was almost too incredible to even consider: a directed, deliberate transmission from an intelligent source.
Eventually, we tried to answer. Humanity actually sent our own powerful radio messages back into that same dark patch of sky, a reply to the call we thought we had received. But the universe just stayed quiet. No reply ever came back. And so the wow signal is still out there, just a single, unconfirmed whisper from the cosmos. It's a question that still hangs in the dark for us. Were we really alone that night, or did someone, somewhere out there in the universe, briefly reach out, and maybe they're still wondering why no one ever answered back?